So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using my yarn, which is from a brand called Bravo, and my size 3mm hook. So to get started, you want to measure around your waist and divide by 2. My waist is 34 divided by 2, which is 17 inches. So I'm going to be using 17 inches. So now I'm going to start by making a chain that will give me 17 inches. I did a total of 80 chains, which gives me 17 inches or 18 inches when stretched. Now for the first row, I'm going to start by chaining 1. In the first stitch, go in with 1 double crochet. Going to the next stitch with 1 double crochet, and the next stitch with 1 double crochet. So you're just putting 1 double crochet in each stitch till you get to the end of the row. Now I've come to the end of the row, and I'm just going to chain 1 and turn over. For the second row, going to the first stitch with 1 double crochet, and the next stitch with 1 double crochet, going to the next stitch with 1 double crochet. Now you're going to continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch till you get to the end of the row. From this point, you're just going to be putting 1 double crochet in each stitch so you have the length you want, or till you get to under your armpit, and then I'll show you what to do next. But for now, just continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch. I'll let you know how many rows of double crochet I do before we move to the next step. So I have a total of 14 rows of double crochet. So now I have a total of 14 rows of double crochet. For the 15th row, chain 1, turn over. In the first 2 stitches, do a decrease. So yarn over, going to the first stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 3 loops left. Yarn over and pull through 2. I have 2 loops left. Yarn over and going to the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 5 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2. I have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. Going to the next stitch with 1 double crochet, and the next stitch with 1 double crochet. Continue with 1 double crochet in each stitch till you get to the end of the row. Now I've come to the end of the 15th row. In the last 2 stitches, do a decrease. So yarn over and going to the second to the last stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2. I have 2 loops, yarn over and going to the last stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Chain 1, turn over. In the first 2 stitches, do a decrease. Yarn over and going to the first stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2. I have 2 loops, yarn over and going to the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Continue with 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches till you get to the last 2 stitches. I've come to the end of the 16th row. In the last 2 stitches, do a decrease, yarn over, going to the second to the last stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 3 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and going to the last stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Chain 1, turn over. In the first 2 stitches, do a decrease, yarn over, going to the first stitch and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. I have 2 loops, yarn over and going to the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I have 4 loops, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Continue with 1 double crochet in the rest of the stitches. So what you want to do is you want to keep on decreasing on both sides of the panel. So you're going to decrease at this end and also decrease at this end, so you have the amount of rows you want. So now I've gotten the length I want for my top, and I did a total of 14 rows of decrease, making it a total of 28 rows. So if you remember, I did 14 rows of no increase or decrease and 14 rows of decrease, making it 28 rows. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the side of the top. So you want to start by attaching your yarn at this end of the top. Now that I've attached my yarn, I'm going to start by chaining 1. In the first stitch, go in with 1 single crochet. In this next stitch, I'm just going to put in 2 single crochets. So you want to work 1 single crochet along the stitch. So I'm putting 2 single crochets in the stitch because it's wider. Going to this next stitch with 1 single crochet, and the next stitch with 1 single crochet. Now you want to make sure that the amount of stitches you have is in multiples of 3. So I'm just going to continue with 1 single crochet along this end till I get to this point where I started my decrease. Now I'll let you know how many single crochets I have in total. Now I've come to this end and I have a total of 33 single crochets, which is in multiples of 3. Now chain 1, turn over, and the first 3 stitches go in with 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Go into the next 3 stitches with 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3. Go into the next 3 stitches with 1 double crochet. Chain 3. Skip 3 stitches, go into the next 3 stitches with 1 double crochet. Chain 3. Skip 3 stitches, go into the next 3 stitches with 1 double crochet. Chain 3, skip 3 stitches and go into the last 3 stitches with 1 double crochet in each of them. Now chain 1, turn over, chain 3 more, meaning you're going to chain 4. So I already chained 1, I'm going to chain 3 more. 1, 2, 3, making it 4. Skip those 3 double crochet stitches, go into this chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. chain 3, skip those 3 double crochet stitches, go into the chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. Chain 3, go into the next chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. Chain 3, go into the next chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. Chain 3, go into the next chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. Chain 3, in this last stitch go in with 1 single crochet. Now chain 1 and turn over. In this chain 3 space, go in with 3 double crochets. Chain 3, skip the chain 3 space, go into the next chain 3, skip the double crochet stitches, go into the next chain 3 space with 3 double crochets. Now you want to continue with this so you have the amount of rows you want, which I will let you know how many rows I have. So now I'm done with the top, and I did a total of 10 rows of the granny stitch on the side and 10 rows of the granny stitch on this. So now I'm done with the top, and I did a total of 9 rows of granny stitch on the side and 9 rows on the side. So you can make it longer depending on your waist size. So this is the size I wanted, and then I just did a long strap to strap up the back and also a long strap for the neck. So that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If there's anything you don't understand, you can leave a comment down in the comment section, which I'm definitely going to reply. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in my next tutorial.